So by now you guys probably seen it, the alleged leaked group messages from Kevin Durant's burner account. There's a lot of screenshots circulating online, and one of the biggest headlines is KD basically bashing his current and his former teammates. Some of these include KD bashing Şengün for not being able to shoot the ball or close out at crunch time, also Jabari Smith's referenced, and he talks a little bit about his time with the Warriors. But whether the screenshots are real or not, that's not even the full story. The situation at hand necessarily isn't about the leaked messages, it's just about Kevin Durant's reputation and his perception. And it's honestly why, for now nearly a decade now, a large majority of the NBA fans simply don't rock with Kevin Durant. Let's break it down, but before I get into that, I ask that y'all go down and subscribe. I'm close to hitting 400 subscribers, and my goal is to hit 500, so I'd really appreciate it if you go down and give me a like and a sub if you like the content. With all that being said, let's get into the video. First, let's talk about what's being alleged. The leaked group chat, now dubbed the KD files on social media, reportedly shows Kevin Durant criticizing teammates behind closed doors. Now, some messages allegedly reference frustration with effort, leadership, and even basketball IQ, a la Jabari Smith. Now here's the thing, we all know KD has never been afraid to speak his mind publicly. We've seen him clap back at fans on Twitter, we've seen burner account drama in the past, and more recently we've seen him openly disagree with a lot of narratives that are formed about Kevin Durant. So nowadays when stuff like this happens, when people say, Kevin Durant's burner got leaked or whatever, people don't really say, oh, it's fake, let's just move past it. More often than not, it kind of sounds like something that KD would say, and that's important, because that's what reputation does. It makes the allegations stick. Even if Kevin Durant came out and said, oh, I didn't do all that or whatever, majority of fans will still be like, but you're thinking that. Whether this is true or not, the majority of these allegations and stuff just forms from the reputation that Kevin Durant's formed over the years. Now let's get into the accountability issue with Kevin Durant. And I feel like this is a real issue that a lot of fans have with Kevin Durant and why they dislike him very much. As we all know, Kevin Durant is one of the greatest scorers ever, 2 times Finals MVP, a league MVP, and he's a top 75 player, and arguably top 15 at all time, depending on who you ask. In whatever situation, when things go wrong, the energy changes with Kevin Durant. Think about the way fans reacted after the notorious move from OKC to Golden State. The tension with Brooklyn when Kyrie wasn't playing and Kevin Durant had to backpack the entire team. The most recent situation with the struggles in Phoenix. Every difficult scenario Kevin Durant faced either resulted in a trade request or him leaving the team outright. Even to this day, Kevin Durant doesn't really have a reason of leaving OKC rather than just being, I don't want to be the only 3-point shooter on the team and I don't want to be the main, shot creator on the team. That came from Kevin Durant when a fan asked him why he left OKC in 2016. But regardless of that situation, every time fair or not, fans feel like KD distanced himself from responsibility, whether it's body language, whether it's comments, publicly or on burner accounts, whether it's social media responses. The perception honestly is over the years, when things are good, KD's a killer, he's a baller, keeps it basketball, but when things go bad, it's someone else's fault and not entirely KD's fault. And in sports, more often than not, fans respect accountability more than talent sometimes. Another reason why I feel like fans don't really reside with KD is because he honestly doesn't really have a designated team or home that fans really cherish. You look at OKC, people still boo him to this day. They don't really like him over there. Warriors fans appreciated him, but he's not necessarily their guy. Stephen Curry's their guy. And that honestly might be KD's home team just because he won those Finals MVPs and the 2 championships from the Warriors. But even then, not every single Warriors fan is down with KD like that. Brooklyn honestly ended in chaos, and in my honest opinion, he should have stayed in Brooklyn because he honestly could have built something there, and even showed sparks of building something there. At one point in time when Kevin Durant was on the Brooklyn Nets, you could honestly make an argument that he was the best player in the world at basketball. That's how good he was playing back in 2021, I believe. And then Phoenix, let's not even get started on that. He only played for like a season and a half, and it just ended in turmoil and led to him being now on the Houston Rockets. And depending on, how team chemistry is or if these allegations are true or not, we could see the Houston Rockets team end sooner than expected or not go the way that people envisioned it to go. But yeah, if we just take a look at Kevin Durant, there's not really a fan base that resonates with him over his career. You compare him with other guys like Steph Curry in Golden State, Giannis in Milwaukee, even if they have some things going on, Jokic in Denver. What fan base is really going to resonate with Kevin Durant? And it's honestly hard when you don't have a fan base resonating with you because it leads to having a bad perception. You still have OKC fans rooting for Russell Westbrook, even though he has his own mishaps as a player, or even though he's not the player that he once was. People still are down for Westbrook. But when it comes to KD, it's just negativity and negativity. Unless you're a Kevin Durant guy, there's not really a fan base that Kevin Durant could rely on to have his back. Now, the last part I want to focus on concerning Kevin Durant and why fans don't really like Kevin Durant is the diva persona. Now, KD is very hyper aware of what people say about him. Obviously, he responds, he argues, and he tries to correct the narratives that are formed about him. And honestly, some people resonate with that. It makes him human, and then others see it as, thin-skinned or insecure. Obviously, the burner account situations years ago didn't help. Trade requests didn't help over the years, and now with these new alleged leaks, they definitely don't help either. And the honest truth is, when you see sensitive and confrontational at the same time, people are going to come at you. And I honestly believe that's why Kevin Durant hasn't really came out and said like, oh, that was me or whatever. I think he's gotten to a point where he's finally just trying to ignore it and, just keep the basketball. And I feel like that's always something he hides behind. He just likes to keep things basketball and keeps it pushing, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not necessarily a Kevin Durant hater or whatnot, but a lot of people that are take that as, oh, like he's just trying to duck criticism or, not be held accountable. And I guess you could see it that way, but that's just kind of how KD deals with things. So in conclusion, this new news about KD just reinforces our already existing narrative. KD's legacy is obviously secure from a basketball standpoint, but culturally, emotionally, and fan-wise, it's pretty complicated. I mean, the dude might finish top 10 statistically all time, but will he ever be universally loved by NBA fans? That's the real question, and honestly, I don't know. Maybe he does something in Houston, makes a few deep playoff runs, and just ends off his career in a twilight ending. Or we could see another turmoil ending where you got a Rockets fan base that hates you, along with multiple other fan bases that hate you. We'll see. So what do y'all think? Are the KD files overblown? Or do they confirm what fans have felt for years? Is Kevin Durant misunderstood? Or is the criticism more often than not earned? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.